everyone, I hope you've been doing well. Today we're going to be talking about counselors. Whether you're going back to counseling after a break or getting into counseling for the first time, today we're going to be talking about how to find the best counselor for your needs. There's a lot of different counselors out there, and it can be really overwhelming and confusing to kind of find the best one that fits what you're looking for. And so today we're going to be talking about how to help you find the best counselor for what your needs are. So to do that, we're going to be breaking counselors into three categories and kind of talking about these different categories of counselors to help you kind of decide which one would be the best fit for what you're looking for. And so these three categories are going to be counselors that help you with yourself, counselors that help you with others, and counselors that help you with a higher power. So to start off, let's talk about counselors that help you with yourself. By far, counselors that help you with yourself are the most popular in the counseling psychology field. And that's because a lot of individuals need help with themselves. But this category of a counselor who helps you with yourself can be pretty broad. It ranges all the way from individuals leaving a relationship where they didn't really have a self, all the way to individuals who are figuring out who they are for the first time and discovering themselves. And so in this first category of counselors, you're looking at therapists who are helping you to discover the inner workings of who you are. And not only discovery, but sometimes it can also be a counselor helping you to get in touch with your feelings, get in touch with emotions that maybe have been suppressed or forgotten because of your experiences in your life, or really maybe just helping you to kind of work on a habit or an issue that you're trying to overcome, but it's more of a personal nature. And so in this first category of counselors in the counseling field, you really get therapists who are helping you to kind of work on yourself. Now, in the second category, you get therapists who are helping you work on your relationship with others. And this is where you really get the counselors that work with marriages, counselors that work with families, which is more me, and even things like career coaches or career counselors that help individuals kind of excel in their professional development. And so with counselors that help you with other people, you're getting a counselor that's helping you to understand the psychology of those around you, helping you to kind of improve your communication with those around you, and helping you figure out the complex dynamics and psychology that goes into our relationship with others, whether that's things like improving a marriage because there's communication issues, all the way to actually, moving and navigating through a separation of some sort, whether that's from children who are growing up or from a spouse that you're breaking up with or divorcing from. And then, of course, there's also the business aspect as well. People who want to kind of develop professionally, people who kind of want to maybe get better at, talking to other people, not having so much social anxiety, being able to kind of stand in a crowd without kind of feeling overwhelmed, maybe even doing things like this. And so with this second category, we see counselors who really help individuals focus on their relationship and the psychology that has to do with others. Now, in the last category, you get counselors who really help individuals in the relationship with a higher power. And this is another field of psychology that's very legitimate because a lot of individuals believe in a spiritual realm and believe in a higher power. And in this counseling, you get a type of dynamic, you get a type of therapy that really helps individuals to connect with that higher power that they believe is playing an active role in their lives. And it's important to remember that with counselors that help individuals in their relationship with a higher power, you're still addressing all kinds of issues that have to do with shame and guilt and frustration and worry and maybe even forgiveness. It just has to do more in the context of a higher power. And so, for instance, we all know individuals who maybe take their spiritual walk way too seriously. And in that hyper-serious spirituality, a lot of psychological problems can come out. Things like shame and guilt and feelings of oppression and even depression. And so in this kind of third category of therapists, you're really getting one that's helping you to kind of figure out, hey, what is my higher power wanting from me? What does my relationship with my higher power kind of look like? And how can I kind of improve that and make it healthier? Now here's the thing. A good counselor actually does all three. And the reason a good counselor does all three is because life, quite frankly, is actually an interweaving of all three concepts at the same time. You kind of have things going on with yourself that you need to improve. You kind of have things going on with individuals in your life around you, whether that's professionally or in your marriage or with your kids. And you also, if you're a spiritual person, which most people are, you have things going on kind of with your higher power and wondering, what they think of your life and are you making them happy or not? Or, what do they want for your life going forward and in your future? And so a good therapist is actually helping you to kind of interweave and weave together this beautiful tapestry of your life that is kind of incorporating all three. Now, these three categories obviously don't get into things like how a counselor approaches their therapy. If you do any kind of research on counselors and therapy, you'll find there's a lot of different approaches to how people actually counsel. But these three categories should be a really good starting position for you as you ask the question, what kind of counselor do I need? What exactly do I need help with? And what kind of counselor do I really want to move towards? Because usually there's one of these three categories that really emphasizes and captures what you're trying to work on, and you want to move towards that kind of therapist to help you with what you need help with. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share with anybody you think is kind of asking questions about what kind of counselor or therapist they need. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.